Culture. Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Jennifer Berman, and today I want to discuss a topic that is close to my heart. Mental health conversations within our families and peer groups. We live in a time when mental health issues such as stress, anxiety, and depression are becoming more common than ever before. Yet, many people still feel uncomfortable talking about them openly, especially with their loved ones. In many cultures, discussing mental health is still considered a taboo or a sign of weakness. People hesitate to share their struggles because they fear judgment, rejection, or being misunderstood. But the truth is, just like physical health, mental health is an essential part of our overall well-being. And talking about it openly with our family members, friends, and peers can make a huge difference. It can reduce stigma, encourage support, and even save lives. So in this video, I am going to guide you step by step on how you can start and handle conversations about mental health in your family and peer group. We will discuss why these conversations matter, the challenges you might face, and the best ways to approach them with compassion, empathy, and understanding. Article 1. Why talking about mental health matters. Let's start with why this topic is so important. When people struggle with mental health issues but keep it inside, they often feel isolated and alone. This isolation can make their condition worse. On the other hand, when we create safe spaces to talk about mental health, people feel supported and understood. Studies have shown that individuals who openly discuss their mental health with family or friends are more likely to seek professional help, recover faster, and maintain better long-term well-being. Talking about mental health also helps normalize it. It reminds us that mental illness is not a personal failure, but a human experience. RR2, breaking the stigma. One of the biggest barriers to talking about mental health is a stigma. Many people grow up hearing things like, just be strong, don't cry, or it's all in your head. These kinds of statements minimize real struggles and discourage people from sharing. To break this stigma, we need to change the way we talk about mental health. For example, instead of saying you're weak, say, I admire your courage for sharing. And instead of snap out of it, say, I'm here to listen if you need to talk. And instead of don't be dramatic, say your feelings are valid. By using supportive language, we send the message that it's okay to talk about mental health and that no one has to suffer in silence. Einar 3, preparing yourself for the conversation. Before you start talking to your family or peers about mental health, it's important to prepare yourself mentally. Ask yourself, am I ready to listen without judgment? 2, do I have the patience to understand their perspective? Can I keep the conversation private and respectful? If you want to share your own struggles, think about what you're comfortable sharing and what support you hope to receive. If you're approaching someone else about their mental health, be ready to offer empathy and encouragement, not solutions or criticism. Choosing the right time and place, the setting of the conversation makes a huge difference. Choose a time when both you and the other person are relaxed and not in a rush. Avoid starting a deep conversation in the middle of a family argument or during a stressful situation. A calm environment like sitting together after dinner, going for a walk, or happy works best. The goal is to create a safe, private, and comfortable atmosphere where the person feels secure to open up. Now, R5. Starting the conversation gently. Many people find it hard to start the conversation because they don't know what to say. The key is to start simple, honest, and non-judgmental. You can begin with phrases like, I've noticed you seem stressed lately. How are you really doing? So I care about you, and I just wanted to check in on how you're feeling. I've been struggling with stress myself. Can we talk about it? The idea is not to force someone to torture, but to open the door. Sometimes just knowing that someone cares is enough to encourage them to share var 6. Listening with empathy. When someone opens up about their mental health, your role is not to immediately fix the problem, but to thus listen. Active listening is the key. This means making eye contact, nodding and showing you are engaged, avoiding interruptions, repeating back what they say to show understanding. Like, so you're saying you've been feeling overwhelmed at work. Remember, sometimes people don't want advice. They just want to feel heard and understood. Silence is okay too. Sometimes just sitting together in support can be healing. Zar 7. Avoiding hurtful responses, even with good intentions. People sometimes say things that can hurt. Avoid responses like, others have it worse than you. Just get over it, thought. You're overacting. These phrases can make the person shut down. Instead, use validating responses such as, that sounds really tough, thank you for sharing with me. I can imagine how hard that must feel. You don't have to go through this alone. Car 8, sharing your own experience. If you feel comfortable sharing your own experiences with stress, anxiety, or other struggles can help normalize the conversation. It shows the other person that they are not alone, and it reduces the sense of shame. For example, you might say, I used to feel anxious before exams too. Talking about it with my friend helped me feel less alone. I want you to know it's okay to talk about what you're feeling. However, make sure the focus remains on them, not just your own story. Laba 9, encouraging professional help. While family and peer support is crucial, sometimes professional help is necessary. If the person seems to be struggling significantly, encourage them to talk to a therapist, counselor, or doctor. You can say, talking to a professional might give you tools that I can't provide. Sir, I can help you find a counselor if you want. There's no shame in asking for expert help. It's just like going to a doctor for a physical illness. They hesitate. If hesitate, remind them that seeking help is not weakness, but strength. As Afat 10, building a supportive environment, conversations about mental health shouldn't be one-time events. They should be ongoing. Families and peer groups can create a culture where it's normal to check in with each other. For example, regularly asking, how are you feeling today? Then encouraging self-care activities like exercise, healthy eating, and relaxation, and making it clear that emotional well-being is just as important as physical health. The more these conversations happen, the easier they become. 11, handling resistance. Not everyone will be open to talking about mental health. Some may deny their struggles, while others may avoid the topic altogether. In such cases, don't push too hard, respect their boundaries, but keep the door open. You can say, I understand you don't want to talk about it now, just know I'm here whenever you're ready to. It's okay if you're not comfortable sharing, but I care about you and I'm here to support you. Sometimes patience is the best approach. Zar 12, taking care of yourself. Supporting someone with mental health struggles can also be emotionally demanding. Don't forget to take care of yourself. If you feel overwhelmed, it's okay to seek support for yourself too. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. R13, normalizing mental health in daily life. One of the best ways to reduce stigma and encourage open conversations is to normalize mental health in daily discussions. For example, parents can talk to children about feelings just like they talk about homework or sports. Friends can check in on each other's stress levels the same way they ask about weekend plans. Families can discuss self-care activities together, like walking, cooking healthy meals, or meditation. When mental health becomes part of everyday language, it becomes easier to talk about during tough times. Laban conclusion. My friends, talking about mental health in your family or peer group may feel uncomfortable at first. first, but it is one of the most powerful steps we can take to build healthier, happier relationships. Start small, choose the right time, listen with empathy, and offer your support without judgment. Encourage professional help when needed, and keep the door open for ongoing conversations. Remember, you don't need to have all the answers. Sometimes your presence, your patience, and your willingness to listen are enough to make a difference. By talking openly about mental health, we break the stigma, build stronger connections, and create a world where no one has to suffer in silence. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video inspires you to start those important conversations with the people you care about. Stay kind, stay compassionate, and remember, mental health matters.